Hi there, and welcome to Rose Sky Tarot. Now, this reading is for the sign of Taurus for the 10th of December 2018. Now, this setup is a little bit different than the others because I'm part of the O2 network, and you'll probably be aware that there has been a little problem with that. And this reading is one that had been taped but had been lost. And I usually take a note of the readings at the end, and it just so happens that I'm able to recreate this for you. Okay, now I remember that when I was shuffling this deck prior to recording, and three cards fell to the floor, and I wasn't at the stage of actually ready to do the reading for you yet, so this was prior to the reading. But the cards that had fallen out was the Eight of Wands, the Lover's card, and the Knight of Wands. And I took a note of it in case it was actually relevant. And I think that in hindsight it is relevant. So I'm going to include that in this reading. Now, the Eight of Wands was something about messages coming back to you, or actions or events being set in motion, that you receive information possibly out of the blue. And it could be, because the Lover's card is there, that it could be someone that you know and have a connection with, that you receive information from them that out of the blue, that maybe they want to explore that. Or it could be that this is someone from your past returning to make a connection there. And moving on to the Knight of Wands, this is something that you follow. You jump in and you run in, and, put all your fire and will and passion into this option, to the point that mistakes are made, because you're so focused on this person that you just run in there. Now, I'm going to move on from that and look at the reading that has been brought out for you. Now, this was the bottom of the deck, and we have the Five of Wands in reverse, the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups in reverse. Now, this is about competition elevating to nastiness, or willfully causing trouble for the other person. Or it could even be that it escalates to, physical aggression, serious fighting. And moving on to the Two of Pentacles, that is a storm that you're really not wanting to be a part of, and you try to calm it down and move back towards, calmer waters, and try to be the one that has a level head, and just try to take the tension and the feistiness and aggression out of this situation. But it's something that is, maybe the connection is just not right, and that there is a separation there, because this argument seems to be ongoing. No matter how much you try to calm it down, it doesn't seem to be going away. And it could be that, one person likes the other person more, and there's an imbalance in the connection or the love that's in this relationship. Okay, let's move these cards over to the side. here, and we'll get into the deeper reading. Alright, the top three cards are Justice in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse, and the World in reverse. Now, this is something that you're going to have to make a decision on, and one that you're going to have all of the knowledge about everything that you're deciding on, and you're having to make a decision that is going to either throw you into emotional imbalance, or you recognise that the imbalance and unfairness is there and make a decision on it. But either way, you're holding your heart back, or it could be the result of the decision that you make that you realise that you're not maybe invested, or the other person is not as invested in this, and that maybe how you're feeling is maybe an illusion. You know, it's an unrealistic dream. And although that's something that you wanted, it's maybe not the world that you're going to receive. And it turns your world upside down. You know, it's a false start. It's not something that's going to happen for you. And it is very upsetting. You know, and it holds you back. You know, and it could be that you have a lack of closure, and it takes time to get out of this moment. And moving on to the next three cards, we have the Page of Wands, the Sun card, and the Six of Swords. Now, it could be that in time that you're ready to take action again. And you're ready to make moves, but you're also still very hesitant because, you know, this situation over here has damaged your confidence. You know, and it could take a lot of time to build that back up. And you could be very vulnerable in certain situations. But even with that, you're trying to be optimistic because you know that you want the happiness in your life. You know, you want the passion to be back, and you want the pure connection. But you're also aware of the damage that has been caused in the past. And although you managed to escape that situation, and that you have, you know, moved on a little bit, you have had a little bit of closure, there are still mental wounds or memories that, you know, have affected how you will look towards the future. You know, and that could be part of the vulnerability. You know, it could be that there are fears and worries about getting into a similar situation. Now let's move down to the next three cards, and we have the King of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Now, because of the difficulties that you've had in the past and the knowledge that you've received from that impossible situation, are you more aware of what you need? Are you looking for a responsible person? Are you looking for one that, you know, may be able to provide the resources that you need? And it may not be money. It could be that you're looking for someone who values you, who will make you feel like you're something of quality and treat you like a princess, a pure connection. And it could be that, and moving on to the Seven of Cups, that there's a lot of options out there for you and searching for this quality person. And that there's so many different choices that it could be that you're finding choosing a path a little bit difficult, that you're feeling a little bit stuck because you've gave yourself so many different ways or wishes that you just don't know which one to try first. And these opportunities, these wishes, are something that you do desire, that's something that you want to try. And you are this is something that it could be that you're still looking for this emotional connection, and you're going out to try each of these different paths. And I'm going to move on to the next three cards here, because you have the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Four of Cups, and the Temperance card in reverse. Now, have you put your energy and lust and passion into going down these paths, trying out all of these wishes? And could it be that you've overindulged in looking for this emotional connection or trying to fulfill this wish, that you're feeling very dissatisfied with the results because all these cups are upside down? Are you maybe giving more emotionally than you're receiving? And moving on to the Four of Cups, there is a dissatisfaction there. And it could be that, this has had an effect on you emotionally, because you've been looking so hard and looking in a variety of different places and putting your energy and desire into it, and you feel that you're not getting the results for all this work. And it could be that you're just not interested now in the people that have been around you, to the point that you're not even sure you want to try another option. And moving on to the Temperance card, this has upset the apple cart again, because you are feeling imbalanced, you're feeling annoyed and angry that, this hasn't worked out, and you're feeling quite low about it. And you're feeling that maybe emotionally everything that's going to happen is going to be one-sided, that it's going to be coming from you and not being received by another person. It's going to be one-sided. And this makes you a little bit angry that all of these options here are short-term. Now, in looking at the full circle here, from imbalance to being cut off emotionally, to trying, to being aware of, the hurts from the past, to knowing what you're looking for and going out and trying again and being dissatisfied and, back to being imbalanced. Is this maybe a circle that's been going on and on for you? Is this maybe a rebound from the first hurt? But because you've been looking at options that are maybe more of a fantasy or wish and not based on this quality person here, that it's one that's going to take emotionally, it's going to take a toll. And you're going to be, low and dissatisfied and being back to being unsettled. Okay, I'm going to bring these top three cards back in. Now we had the Five of Wands in reverse. We had the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Cups in reverse. Now, we're back to being, in a situation where there's a lot of actions or words being done or said that can be aggressive. It can be a fight, it can be caustic words, somebody willfully causing you trouble and you're trying to keep the peace in it, to try and maybe maintain the relationship there. But this relationship isn't a heartfelt connection because of this discord, this amount of fighting. And it could be that the fights are about the imbalance of connection that you both feel. One person feels the connection more than the other. All right, I'm going to stop there, and I hope that there has been a little bit of advice in this reading for someone out there that is looking for it. And I hope that this circle, if this is relevant to you, is one that is short-lived and that you're able to move on and find this quality person. All right. Bye for now.